Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another World of Tanks replay. Today we're on Windstorm, and I am in a T29 platoon with my buddy Jeremy, who is also in the clan that I'm in. So yeah, like I said, we're both in our T29s. We're both elite. We got everything, all the upgrades, top turret, top gun, and everything. We're top tier, which is awesome, because T29 top tier is very strong in the right circumstances. And on the enemy team, we have a Black Prince T29. So it's going to be fairly balanced, one would think. So this is where I usually come when we spawn in the west. And lo and behold, right here we have a M5A1 Stewart, and I leave him on 1 health. I got a decent roll, but it wasn't quite enough to take him out, and unfortunately he's going to be able to scamper off with 1 health. And right there I took the shot at that little destructible building because it kind of gets in the way on the shots, and I usually like taking that out. You can see Jeremy took out the car down there just to make sure that we don't get any kind of funky bounces or rolls or whatever. So we noticed that the T29 and the Black Prince are both inside the village on the other side of the river. So we're sitting here waiting because usually they'll come across this, and we want to be here in a position to be able to at least spot and slow their position, slow their momentum. And it looks like the T29 is about to move up, but Jeremy scares him off a little bit. And our M5 Stewart buddy shows back up, and I get redemption. I take out that last hit point to take him out. So, also, pay attention to our E25 driver, XT Calamity. Yeah, you'll see more of him later on. He's made the game a little interesting. So, I'm speeding up right now because I sit here for a little bit just waiting for the T29 or the Black Prince or at least the KV-1S to come rolling through. They've all three been spotted in the city. Now the KV-1S is more to the north side, so I'm just in there making sure that the Black Prince or the T29 doesn't come through. And then I noticed that the T29 has fallen back north and the Black Prince has moved more west. So I figure I'm going to come over here and try to plug this hole. And for some reason we have a bunch of people just north of the town, and the KV-1 just got taken out. So I'm kind of wondering what's going on here. So I noticed the Black Prince is moving south now towards me, more or less. So I'm going to come over here and try to get beside this building and just keep moving back and forth just to make sure he doesn't have an easy shot at any of my weak points, and then plant a shot right into this side. And I'm waiting on Jeremy and the T29 to catch up with me, and we decided that we're just gonna rush the Black Prince, take him out as quick as possible, because we're noticing right now that we're losing north pretty bad. Right here we come around and we just start putting damage into this Black Prince. We notice that the Rudy and the Hellcat is just taking apart all of the Artie we had, and the Emil also is gonna get taken out. And you just see that they have complete control of the north, and it's just me, this Jackson, and T29, Jeremy and his T29 left in the city. But now XT Calamity shows up in his E25, and I'm thinking this is not going to be good if that T29 can get down, get a shot on him. So I'm coming over here. We're coming down here as fast as we can, try to give him some support. But luckily, the low profile of the E25 makes it really hard whenever it's up against it for a T29 to get his gun down. And I slam into that to protect my front hull, so the T29 could put a shot inside my frontal armor there. And yeah, so everything that I was worried about actually comes to pass, where they just completely dominate north, and we have to race back, try to get a reset on the cap. And I speed this up because T29 isn't the slowest tank in the world, but it's definitely not the most maneuverable or the fastest, so it took a little while to get back. And I noticed that I wasn't spotted, but it looked like Artie was raining down, so Jeremy doesn't have sixth sense, so definitely he was spotted, but I wasn't. So right now it's a 4 on, what is that, 7? It's a 4 on 7. It's a 3 on 7. Okay, so the Hellcat was taking out the T25 AT right here. I shoot and miss, he shoots and takes up my tracks. So I'm trying to aim at a weak spot when I'm reloading, but he gets taken out by our E25. So now it's a 3 on 6. We have both the T29 still left, me and Jeremy, and XT Calamity and his E25. He's on 4 kills, and we've got 3 between us and our platoon. And there's a T34-100, a very good player, he's on 4 kills, and a Rudy, he's on 2 kills, an OI Experimental, FE304, Bert, the Avenger, a Grilla, and M41 on the enemy team. So they definitely have the gun advantage. And they also have this T34, like I said earlier, that he's a pretty good player. You can see he's blue. This is I'm looking at this in my editor right now, so I'm not able to pull up the stats. But he's definitely better than I am. I'm at best average, and he's a blue. According to XVM, he's blue, and the Rudy is green. The FV304 Bert the Avenger driver, he is green also. And lo and behold, there's an OI Experimental. I did not expect to see him. Last time we saw him was around the B0 area, around his cap. And you notice I'm pulling backwards and forwards, just trying to make it as hard as possible for him to hit a weak spot, and he bounces off my turret. And I was able to take him out with 2 shots and some help with some other people. And for some reason, my playback is a little jerky, so hopefully that doesn't end up being in the video, because I know the actual video itself was nice and smooth, but I think it was just a processing issue with my while I'm recording my voice in Sony Vegas. But anyways, so right now I'm deciding that I'm gonna go up and try to track down that T34. When I was taking out the or coming over to deal with the OI unexpectedly, the Rudy was taken care of, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm looking at my map trying to figure out where the T34-100 is, and I almost drive off. Luckily, the new physics, I was able to carry a little bit of momentum through, and didn't end up in the river, so that was good. So I'm sitting there trying to find the T34-100, and then notice Bert the Avenger, take a snapshot, luckily hit him, because he is fast. I would have never been able to catch him. He would have been gone. So now it's me and Jeremy and XT Calamity and his E25. E25 decides he's going to go look for Artie because that's the biggest threat to us right now if the T34 spots us. So I'm going back. I'm figuring he might go back to the cap and reset. Okay, and E25 has spotted the M41. So I'm sitting there thinking, please don't get shotgun, please don't get shotgun, please don't get shotgun. Yes, that's the last thing we need is a very good E25 driver gets shotgunned, and that's exactly what happened. And then I noticed T34 gets spotted, Jeremy spots him, and he's shooting heat rounds. So he's just going to be picking Jeremy apart because he's a sitting duck. He was facing the wrong way. And like I said, he's a very good player, so I'm just trying to get back as fast as I can, try to help do whatever I can to help Jeremy survive. Unfortunately, there goes our brothers in arms middle. Jeremy goes down. The T34-100 driver, General Paver, something like that. I can't really see what it is. My window for my editing software is pretty small, but I realized that I could take a couple of shots from him easily, and he can only take 2 of me if I got a low roll, and that's exactly what happened. And while I was reloading, I forgot I'm going to run him down. Honestly, that bump right there didn't look like it had been enough to kill him, but I'll take it because I wasn't going very fast and he was backing up. But yeah, now it is a one-on-one with a average at best player and myself against, according to XVM, a not so good player in the Grilly, the tier 5 artillery. So now it's just pretty much a let's see if we can find the artillery. And right now I'm hoping that he did not move, that he did not go down the one line or the A line and then go down the one line and start capping, because he might actually, if I get too far away looking for him, he might actually be able to cap out and I might not be able to get back in time. You see the E25 driver, he apologizes. He should have, shouldn't have done that. And I said, it's no problem. He said, you played good. And, I said, you too, whatever. So this is where he was last spotted. And this is probably why he's not such a good player according to XVM, because last known location, he's just still sitting there. And then I just put a shot in the side with auto aim, and that's the game. So we're going to look at the stats real quick. And again, this is also post commentary, so I can't really control it. So you can see I got the fighter ribbon, the fire for effect ribbon, and high caliber, and I ended up getting 2,821 damage, 5 kills, 1,059 base experience. So that's pretty good, not too bad for me. That's definitely one of my better games. 15 shots fired, 11 direct hits, and 11 penetrations. And yeah, that's a decent game for me. So I appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned for more.